Meghan Markle's desperate attempt to be in the billionaire club is in full throttle. Let me tell you what is going on. So, this weekend, Meghan Markle dragged Harry along to Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party. And it was full of the most awful people, from Tyler Perry to Oprah Winfrey, Corey Gamble to the Hiltons. Now, I have personal experience with the Kardashian machine as such. I used to represent Jonathan Chaban, food god, as you may know him. And what shall I say? Jonathan lovely, but the way the Kardashian machine operates, it is not real. It is just there for clicks. Everything is so curated. And so what does Grifty McGrifferson do? She turns up to the party because, couldn't bear to let this invite go. I would question, were they there to really celebrate Kris Jenner's 70th birthday? Or were they looking for, I don't know, people to potentially donate money for all of these various things they're doing? Now, Meghan Markle is Sarah Ferguson, without a doubt. And I saw Kinsey Schofield said this today, and I absolutely agree with it. Meghan wants press constantly. She is constantly looking for validation. And so when they tell us they want a life of service, no, they don't. They just want their face in the press time and time again. But they also have to be surrounded by people with money and power. And this is very, very common amongst celebrities. They always want to be with people that are able to elevate them in some capacity. And it's just ridiculous. And then, Meghan's team, that little tap was the tap was going leaky leaky because look what happens in people. Meghan Markle seen on set of new movie. Well, she wasn't seen, was she? We think insiders, don't we? That she had her own camera that she gave one of her team, and they went clickety click because you wouldn't get a pap on set. So we can rule that out. And I believe that she has a very good Canon camera. That's what some of my clients had when they wanted to do pap shots. And I believe that someone in her team, just my opinion, don't sue me, Meghan, but I think someone in her team took that picture and then sent it to Backgrid and syndicated it. And that is why there is not a photographer's name attached to the picture, because they don't want the public and us insiders having too much information. So this absolute puff piece says an insider confirmed to People on November the 5th that Meghan was on the set of the movie all day. Well, she wasn't really, was she? Because we think she's got a non-verbal line or at most a few lines. One day shooting, done. She has a small part. She seemed very relaxed and happy. People, was Meghan your source for this? I think she was. The insider added that Meghan introduced herself to everyone and was very sweet and down to earth. This was definitely Meghan, because no one that meets her would say that. Meghan will play herself in the film, which stars Brie Larson, Lily Collins, Jack Quaid, and Henry Golding. People has reached out to a spokesperson for the Duchess of Sussex to comment. She doesn't need to comment, does she? Because she probably just gave you that piece. And then here we go. We've got a breakout box from People, which is absolutely approved. This is the biggest puff piece I've ever seen. So we've got the leaky, leaky picture of her like that. And then this piece says Meghan Markle was photographed wearing one of her signature stars on the set of the new Close Personal Friends. Right. By one of her signature stars, we are talking about a shirt out. Right. And so whilst Grifty and Grifty were out in LA, hanging out with people because they've all got money, because normal people aren't good enough for them. Let's just look at Princess Catherine and Prince George, who were at the Royal Albert Hall for an event regarding Remembrance Day. And I've got my lovely cross with my poppy on. And Princess Catherine looked incredible. There have been some really horrible trolls talking about her outfit online. I think that's crazy. I think she looks amazing. And so, whilst she is truly doing a life of service and a life of duty, we have these the grifty duo who are hanging around with Kim Kardashian, who I don't know if it was like a themed party because Kim looks like an Oompa Loompa. And then you've got Oprah and Gail, who isn't her girlfriend, King, which I just don't understand at this point. I'm not insinuating they're a couple. I mean, people have told me things, but we shan't go into that insiders. We'll save that for Rumble when I've got a Rumble set up. But Gayle King goes everywhere with Oprah. That's just not normal. Like, I love my best friend, but I wouldn't take her to everything. I'd probably take other people to some things. You know, we are not glued at the hip. And then you've got, Corey Gamble. So Corey Gamble, Kris Jenner's partner, very, very strange, very close to Diddy, um, incredibly close to Diddy. Some have reported, can't vouch for this, but if you do your research, which I can't put on my channel because it'll probably get struck off, but Corey Gamble was allegedly at the premises when Kim Porter, Diddy's wife, passed away from pneumonia. Very strange. I'll look into that for you actually, insiders. And then you've got the Kardashians who are there's literally not a plastic surgery these women haven't had. And they are the worst role models known to man, I would argue. And they're with Diddy, who is behind bars for all of the heinous offences we know he has committed. Although I would argue that sentence was not quite long enough. I would have added a zero onto it, the term time. And then you've got Oprah with Harvey Weinstein. So here we have Prince Harry and Meghan are choosing to spend time with very, very questionable characters. We know about Tyler Perry. We know about all of the bad press Oprah's had. But I wonder, insiders, do you think it's time I do a deep dive on all of these people and aggregate this information in one place for you? Because this is a really, really dark move that Harry and Meghan have pulled. Whilst Princess Catherine is on the ground for Remembrance Sunday, and we've got Prince William flying back, I believe he was, from Brazil, from the Earthshot Prize week that he spent out there. We've got Harry and Meghan doing a life of service for their ego and for their wallet. This is such an awful, awful event to be seen at. We know how the Kardashians have made their money. We know that everything they do is curated. So I told you that celebrities will often buy their own camera and take pat pictures. Just look at all of the Kardashian pat pictures because you'll know which ones are set up. I would say most of them because they will only appear, there'll only be one set. So the Kardashians, word on the street, I mean, don't want to start rumors, but this is what I've heard, do take their own pictures and then syndicate through Backgrid. But I would also say that some of them look to me, just in my opinion, that they might have been retouched. Everything you see with the Kardashians is a construct. The world is a stage. So, insiders, remember the grifty little duo have been desperate to meet billionaires and been hanging around. There's Bill Gates there at this party, Jeff Bezos, and all they care about, in my opinion, is money and power. Because what can't they do anymore? They can't release products because the products don't sell. Netflix didn't make the top 300. As ever, has not taken off. It is only selling in the United States. If this brand had power to sell, there would have been deals done in many other territories by now. We know Netflix isn't even selling the As Ever products. And we know that Meghan has lost her 10th member of PR staff, Emily Robinson. And so you will see lots of constructs and lots of smoke and mirrors that make you think, oh, are they doing well? Are they mixing with these people? I would argue this is as fake as the Kardashians' faces. Stay awake, insiders. Keep the money in your back pocket and question what you see in your mainstream media because the world is